Well. Hey, wherever you may be, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Locker Talk Podcast at Super Bowl 56. I'm your host, Barry Barnes, founder and CEO of Locker-Report.com. And you guys, please go to the site. Go to the site where you see some exclusive content on the NFL that you will not see anywhere, guaranteed. Follow me on all my social handles on Twitter at Locker_Report. On Instagram, Locker Report 100, all small caps, and also the Locker Talk 100 on Instagram as well. Check that out. Make sure you guys go to Facebook where you follow LockerReport.com and also Locker Talk Podcast. That's on Facebook. And of course,
come on now, dog. Come on,
yeah,
man.
hey, look, nothing don't change because we're at the Super Bowl. Make sure you guys go to YouTube and subscribe today. A Locker Talk Podcast, where you see these numbers, subscribers are definitely increasing. So make sure you guys stay hooked in to some good NFL content. Okay, folks, like we said, we're here right now covering Super Bowl 56, where we have the very own Los Angeles Rams going to host for the second year in a row. An NFL team is going to host the Super Bowl. Last year we know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers host theirs and they defeated the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 55. This year, Super Bowl 56, we know the Rams going to host the Cincinnati Bengals. Although it's labeled as a neutral site, but the Rams definitely have the home field advantage in this matchup. So we're all here to check that game out. But most importantly, we're here to cover the platform, the NFL Regional Combine platform. Now, we know that with both the teams, at least we know that at least two NFL Regional Combine players will walk away as Super Bowl champions. For the past, since 2013, at least an average of two NFL Regional Combine players made it to the Super Bowl. Now, also with that streak, until last year when the streak was broken, that at least one NFL Regional Combine player will walk away as a Super Bowl champion. Last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not have a Regional Combine player on their squad, so that streak of wins for NFL Regional Combine players had ended. But now we're hoping for sure, definitely, that it's going to start back up. Hopefully the streak will continue on, or I would say the streak will begin next year for Super Bowl 57, which will be in Arizona. Prayerfully, we'll be there to cover that as well. But at least we know that the streak for NFL Regional Combine players is still intact, with at least two players since 2013 getting to the Super Bowl. Now, as you can see, we came in, we had to decide what team we wanted, to stay close to. I'm from Baltimore. I know most Baltimore fans want to know what's going on with the team from their conference, and most important, the division. So the Bengals from the division, so we decided to go and cover. As you can see, that we wind up going to UCLA, as we see the Bengals during that day for the media session. It was ending their practice, so we went there, covered those guys, talked to some of the players that were there, getting those guys on the podium, getting them, their feel for everything. The Los Angeles Rams, they was at another location at Cal Lutheran University. That's where they had their media session. But we was here at UCLA, as you can see, with us there, covering the players, interviewing the players. And I did get an opportunity to talk to Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor, for the Bengals, they have two players from the NFL Regional Combine, wide receiver Mike Brown and linebacker King Andre Jones from Maryland. So when I was there, I asked, Zach Taylor about his experience briefly with him and Mike Thomas when they were in the Super Bowl a couple years ago when they played against the New England Patriots. Asked, was there any kind of advice or anything that Mike Thomas was able to share with the wide receiver corps with the Cincinnati Bengals?
Barry Barnes of LockerReport.com. Knowing that you had a player like Mike Thomas, one of your wide receivers, and your receiving corps is really tight. Knowing that y'all guys shared the same Super Bowl experience a couple years ago, what's some of the input that Mike Thomas had with the wide receiving corps being in that first Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think Mike Thomas having played in it, Brandon Allen, our backup quarterback, was on that team as well.
Right.
So I think a lot of our guys have championship caliber experience. Joe, T, Jamar,
right.
All these guys played for national championships. Joe Williams, and so it's the Super Bowl. It's a little different stage, but it's not. Relatively speaking, they feel the same energy in pregame and lead up with the media and all that stuff. So these guys, there's a reason they're here. There's a reason they helped us get here to this game because they were really born for these moments and they put in the work to be able to shine under these bright lights.
Yep, and that's where the response from Coach Zach Taylor. First time as a head coach, but not not his first time going to the Super Bowl. So we see That's all set up. And then we also got a chance to talk to Lamar Chase. Got caught up with him, asked him a few questions. Did ask him about, the impact that Mike Thomas may have had, shared with them. But most importantly, I wanted him to be able to come out and speak out when the season was ready to start. He had a lot of critics that pretty much was hard on him because he was dropping passes during the preseason. But as we know that when the season started, no one could stop him, and he's a big reason why the Cincinnati Bengals are currently in Super Bowl 56.
During the preseason, it was kind of like attack for not playing well in the preseason, but now you're in the Super Bowl, show that you're unstoppable. What do you have to say about that? And also wide receiver Mike Thomas, how much of an influence he been for you and the rest of the wide receiving corps?
You talking about the stuff they was talking about my drops?
Right.
I mean, it happens, bro. As a receiver, you gotta know how to face adversity. At that time, I was facing adversity, and they was trying to crack me to get me out of the league. I faced adversity, ignored all the noise, and got to work, and I'm just trying to build a legacy.
All right.
And there, folks, there you have it. That's how everything is set up for football for Super Bowl 56 in terms of the NFL Regional Combine platform. Now, I talked about the Bengals, their players who are from the NFL Regional Combine platform. Now, for the Rams, they have about 5 players. Now, Johnny Heckler, their punter, is a 4-time All-Pro punter that's been around for a while. The highest paid punter in the NFL, a solid component to the Rams, helping them to be able to win the battle of field positioning. He's going to be used a lot in this game. Don't be surprised if you see any trick plays come from him, because Sean McVay knows, and everybody should know, that he was a quarterback in high school. So I wouldn't be surprised if they pull some kind of trick out their backs, especially if they need to. And then we have Bryce Perkins. Now, Bryce Perkins come under the umbrella of players that came, I would say, the listing of the NFL Regional Combine players for 2020. 2020, the Regional Combine was not held because of the pandemic, COVID-19. So Bryce Perkins was one of those players, names that was on the list. He's going to be here. Then Christian Rosenboom, mainly on special teams, he's going to be a part of it. J.J. Karski, wide receiver, he's on the practice squad. He will be a part of this team as well. And Justin Lawler, he was one of the players that came through the process in 2019, did a very good job, been with the Rams ever since. So these are the 5 players from the Regional Combine platform that could have an opportunity to walk away as Super Bowl champions. My name is Barry Barr, your host and founder of LockerDashboard.com. Make sure you guys go to the site, check the site out, where you guys see some exclusive content on the NFL that you'll not see anywhere else. Follow me on all my social handles on Twitter at Locker_report, on Instagram, LockerReport100, and also Locker Talk 100. Follow me there. And then on Facebook, go to LockerReport.com, and also a Locker Talk podcast. And of course, guys, hey, just because we're here in the media center getting ready to get set up for Super Bowl 56, that y'all guys still should know what to do by now.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's right. Go subscribe to the channel right now. Go subscribe. Go to YouTube where you guys can follow some good content. Make sure you click and subscribe to this channel where you get some exclusive content. And when you hear that notification pop up, bing, you know we're going to talk about some good NFL stuff. Everyone stay safe. We're going to talk to you guys and let you know about the results of Super Bowl 56. I'm excited. Can't wait to get into this whole breakdown as we talk about these guys from the NFL Regional Combine. Everyone stay blessed. Definitely talk to you guys soon.